Ram Ram, Namaste everyone. Welcome you all to Sanskritasri Pathamala 3, the 8th class. So today we will look at Nakarantha Shabdas. Let us start with Prarthana. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vikhnopashantaye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalasphatitakritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Saraswati Namastestu Veena Pustakadharini Hamsavahanam Arudhe Vidyadanam Kurushvame Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Om Namo Narayanaya Om Namah Shivaya. The padyam is Kripanena samo data na bhuto na bhavishyati asprishanneva vittani sa parebhyah prayachati. Does anybody want to try this? Usha Divate Bhagini.
Suprabhatam Bhagini, Namaskaraha.
Namaskaraha, Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Kripanena samo data na bhuto na bhavishyati asprishannaiva vittani sa parebhyah prayachati. Prayachati is the kriya padam. Kripanena samo. There is no equal to the miser. Samaha data.
So Kripanaha is a miser. Yes.
Miser. Sama is equal. Data is the giver.
Yes.
Na bhuto na bhavishyati. Neither bhuto is the he wasn't there, but bhavishyati is a future tense.
Yes.
Nor he will be there.
Correct.
Neither he was there, nor he will be there. Asprishannaiva. Asprishan eva.
Eva. Asprishan eva.
Without touching. Vittani is the wealth.
Yes.
Sa parebhyah. Sa means like the kripana. Parebhyah for others. Prayachati. He is not. He doesn't give.
No, actually, Kripanaha, what does he do? He is very miserly. He doesn't spend the money he has. So,
yeah.
But what they are saying here is, there is no person who is as big a donor or a giver like a miser. Why? Because he untouched, he gives his wealth, entire wealth to the others. So he is anyway going to leave everything and go. So the other people are going to take it. So
the miser, the miser who leaves his wealth for others almost without enjoying it.
Exactly. That's right. That's right. Dhanyawad.
Prashna Bhagini, can you explain the Sati Saptami like later? Like when do we use the Sati Saptami?
We can do. We can have a. Now that you are familiar with a few of the Krit Pratyayas, we can take up that sometime and we will do it in detail. Sati Saptami.
Okay. Dhanyawad Bhagini.
Dhanyawad. So the Anvaya is like this. There are two sentences. Bhavishyati is a Kriyapadam. Prayachati is the Kriyapadam of the second sentence. Kripanena samaha data na bhuto na bhavishyati. So na bhutaha, bhutaha is again a kta pratyaya form. So it is the past passive participle. So the first sentence, the order is like this. Kripanena samaha data na bhutaha na bhavishyati. So it is in the same order. The second sentence is saha vittani asprishan eva parebhyah prayachati. So asprishan eva means without touching it. Asprishan, this shatru pratyaya we saw. So it is the continuous form. So without being touched, without touching it, he gives it to others. So this aspression is an adjective which qualifies saha, who is the kripana. And vittani is in dvitiya vibhakti, because the wealth is what is being given to others. And that is that which is not being touched also. So it is in dvitiya. Now we will look at the word meanings. Kripanaha is a miser. Kripanaha can also mean a miserable person. So it has both meanings. Samaha is equal. So samaha is a word used for comparison. Samaha is equal. Data, it is a Nakarantha Shabda. If you remember, we learned that to all verbs we can add the trich pratyaya to get the sense of the person who is doing that action. So the one who gives dadati iti dada, dadri shabda, here it is in pullinga. Dada, donor, na, bhutaha has never been, and bhavishyati is will never be there as well, was or will be. Aspression, aspression is na spression, aspression, not touched, untouched. So untouched, eva, only, even that is, this is just for emphasis. And without even touching it, he is giving it to others. Vittam is wealth. Parebhyaha is two others. Chaturthi bahuvachana. Para shabda. Prayachati. Prakarshena yachati. Upasarga. Upasarga purvaka. Dayach dhatu. So kripanena samodata bhutana bhavishyati. Asprishanneva vittani saparebhyaha prayachati. There was never a generous person like a miser, nor will there be one in the future, because a miser leaves his wealth for the others untouched. The sandhi words are samodata. Samaha has become samo. The visarga has become u, and then a guna sandhi has happened. We will learn all this in the third level itself. Bhutaha again has become bhuto, that is also visarga, which has become u and then o. Bhuto na bhavishyati. Aspreshan neva is aspreshan plus eva. There is an extra nakara which has come in. Aspreshan and eva together has become aspreshan neva. So we were looking at the Nakarantha Shabdas and we saw this shloka. So this gives an idea of how many of the Nakarantha Shabdas are formed. So this is a shloka about Vishnu, Mahavishnu, and all these words are adjectives to Mahavishnu. Vanamali, Gadi, Sharngi, Shankhi, Chakri, Cha, Nandaki. So it is given in the sense of Vishnu has a Vanamala. The one who has a Vanamala is a Vanamali. Vanamalin Shabda. So it is a Nakarantha Shabda. The one who has a Gada is a Gadi, Gadin. That is again a Innanta Nakarantha Shabda. Sharngi, Sharngam Asya Asti iti Sharngin. Shankha athva Shankham asya asti iti Shankhin. Chakram asya asti iti Chakrin. And Nandakam asya asti iti Nandakaha asya asti iti Nandakin. So these are all Nakarantha Shabdas. They all are in the sense of the one who has that particular thing. So to the noun, if you add that ini pratyaya, then you get a innanta Nakarantha Shabda. Shriman, we know it is a Shrimat Shabda, which is like Dhimat, Dhiman, Dhimanto, Dhimantaha. So Does anybody want to try that? We will just quickly recollect the Nakarantha Shabda as well. Shriman Shabda. Does anyone want to try? Ramachandra Mahoday.
Sriman, Srimanto, Srimantaha. Hey Sriman, Hey Srimanto, Hey Srimantaha. Srimantam, Srimanto, Srimataha. Srimata, Srimadbhyam, Srimadbihi. Srimate, Srimadbhyam, Srimadbhyaha. Srimataha, Srimadbhyam, Srimadbhyaha. Srimataha, Srimatoh, Srimatam, Srimati, Srimatoh, Srimatsu.
Dhanyavada. So Narayana is Akaranta, Vishnuhu Ukaranta, Vasudevaha Akaranta again, Abhi Purvaka Raksh Dhatuhu, and it is the Lot Lakara, Prathama Purusha Ekavachana. So in Nakaranta Shabdas, we saw that there are primarily two types, Annanta Shabdas and Innanta Shabdas. Annanta Shabdas are again of two types. One where there is a, before the an, there is a samyuktakshara. And the other is where there is a samyuktakshara, but it is without a vakara or makara at the end. The samyuktakshara does not have a vakara or makara at the end. So Rajan is an example of the first type. So Ra, J plus An. Murdhan has a Sayuktakshara before the An, but it has the at the end, the as the end. So that is not categorized under the second type. Whereas the second type has a Sayuktakshara where Makara or Vakara is the second letter of the Sayuktakshara. Like Atman, Advan. Atman is Atma. Advan is the way. Suparvan is one which is of a good festive season or a good season or a period of time generally. Innanta Shabdas can either be just in or win. So Guna, Bala, Dhana together with in become Gunin, Balin, just as we saw Vanamali, Gadi, Sharngi, all of them are Innanta Shabdas. Gunin, Balin, Dhanin, Mantrin, and Vin. This again, certain words get Vin. Yashas, which is fame, Tapas, which is penance, Medha is intelligence or intellect. All these get Vin. Yashasvin, Tapasvin, Medha, Vin. But the forms of both the Innantas and the Vinnantas are similar. So we just need to remember one type of, one representative of all the Innanta Shabdas. Okay. Now, before we proceed, there are some questions we will look at. What is a Krit Pratyaya? A Pratyaya which is added to a Dhatu and which is not a Ting Pratyaya. Or what is Kripaya? Kripaya, how is it different from Kripanena? Okay. Kripanaha is a miser. Kripaya is please. And Kripanena is in Tritiya Ekavachana. Sharngam. Sharngam is the bow of Vishnu. So because he has the bow called Sharnga, he is called Sharngi. So these are the pratyayas which we need to remember in order to remember the Shabdas of Halanta Shabdas. Generally, these are the set of pratyayas, which supratyayas, which are added for any Shabda, but then they are more obvious when we see the forms of the Halanta Shabdas. So they are S, Au, Aha. Sambodhana also is the same. S, Au, Aha. Au, Aha. Abhyam, Vihi. Ebhyam, Vyaha. Ahabhyam, Vyaha. Aha, Oho, Am. And I, Oho, Su. So we saw the distinction that the first Prathama Ekavachana and the Sambodhana may have a unique form. The other pratyayas which are in the Prathama and Dvitiya, except Dvitiya Bahuvachana, they get a similar kind of a form. So if you remember au, it will be the same for aha, au, and all the other four. Then we have aha for the Dvitiya Bahuvachana also. So if you remember that particular form, you can remember a, aha, e, o, and am, the forms for this. And if you remember bhyam, it will be a similar form for bihi, bhyaha, and su. So Rajan Shabda is the first Shabda we saw. So does anybody want to try Rajan Shabda without seeing? Vani Krishnavarya Bhagini.
Namaste Bhagini. Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Ram Ram. Namaste.
Nakarandaha pullingaha rajan shabdaha. Raja, rajanau, rajanaha. He rajan, he rajanau, he rajanaha. Rajanam, rajanau, ratnyaha.
Yes.
Ratnya, rajabhyam, rajabhihi. Ratnye, rajabhyam, rajabhyaha. Ratnyaha, rajabhyam, rajabhyaha. Ratnyaha, ratnyoho, ratnyam.
Correct.
Ratni, rajani, ratnyoho, rajasu.
Uttam. Samyak. So,
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Dhanyavada. Raja, Rajanau, Rajanaha. He Rajan. Rajan, Sambodhana, it's the same thing as the Shabda itself. Rajan. There is no change. There is no dirgha after the Jakara. There is this Nakara also does not disappear. So it just remains as Rajan. Then Rajanau, Rajanaha. For Prathama and Sambodhana Prathama, Dvivachana Bahuvachana will not change. Dvitiya Vibhakti, Rajanam, Rajanau, Rajnyaha. Here, as I told you, the akara of the Rajan has disappeared. So it is Raj plus N plus Aha, Rajnaha. By Sandhi, it has become Rajnyaha. Similarly, for Rajnya, Raj N A has become Rajna, Rajnya. Rajabhyam. Here the Nakara has been deleted. The Nakara has elided. Rajabhyam. Similarly for Rajabhihi. Then Rajnyaha, Rajabhyam, Rajabhyaha. Rajnyaha, Rajnyoho, Rajnyam, Ragni. Here there is an option. You can either delete the Takara or you can keep it as such. So if you leave it, it will be Rajani. If you delete it, you will get Ragni. Raja plus N plus E, Rajni. Again, it becomes Ragni. Ragnyoho, Rajasu. The Nakara has been deleted, Rajasu. So similarly, Murdhan. Does anybody want to try Murdhan Shabda? Rajini Bhargava Bhagini.
Ram Ram Bhagini.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Murdhan Shabda, Nakaran pulling Murdhan Shabda. Murdha, Murdhanau, Murdhanaha. He Murdhan, He Murdhanau, He Murdhanaha. Murdhanam, Murdhanau, Murdhanaha. Murdha.
Here, the akara of the gets deleted, isn't it? So, Murdh an. So, Murdhna aha. So, Murdhnaha.
Murdhna. Murdhna.
Repa, Dhakara and Nakara come as a single Sanyukta Akshara.
Okay.
Murdhnaha.
Murdhna. Hapna.
Yes.
Murdhana.
Yes.
Agni, what does Murdhan mean?
Murdhan is the head.
Okay. Murdhana, Murdhana, then Murdha, Murdha,
मूर्धभ्याम मूर्धभिः मूर्धने
Yes.
मूर्धने मूर्धभ्याम मूर्धभ्यः
Yes.
मूर्धनः मूर्धभ्याम मूर्धभ्यः मूर्धनः मूर्धनोः मूर्धनाम्
Murdhanam. The akara is not there. Yes.
मूर्धनि.
Hmm.
Does it have two words like this? Murdhani and murdhani.
Yes. Yes.
Murdhani,
So in Saptami Ekavachana, there is an option. You can either delete the akara or leave it. So murdhani, murdhani.
Murdhanoh, murdhasu.
Samyak. Uttam. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavad.
Mahiman Shabda. Does anybody want to try? Varadan.
Good morning.
Ram,
Mahiman
namaste.
Nakarantha Pullinga Rajan Shabdaha.
No, Mahiman Shabda.
Mahiman. Okay. Mahima.
Correct.
Mahimana.
Mahimano.
Mahimano. Mahimanaga. Mahiman.
Yes.
He Mahimano. He Mahimanaga.
Yes.
Dvitiya is Mahimanam. Mahimano. Mahimanaga.
Here it will become Mahimnaha. So have you heard Shiva Mahimna Stotram, we say, isn't it? So Mahimnaha. So the akara gets deleted.
But this is in Mahiman is exception, no, to the Rajan.
Yes. So just like Rag, it's not the exception. There is no Sanyukta Akshara here. So that's why these are all similar sounding Shabdas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Mahimnaga. Okay, I see.
Mahimna. Yes.
Okay. So Tritiya is Mahimna, Mahibhyam,
Mahimabhyam. Mahimabhyam.
Mahimabhyam,
Only the Nakara gets deleted.
Mahimabhyam, Mahibihi,
Mahimabhihi.
Mahimatbihi,
Not Takara. Mahimabhihi.
Mahimabbihi, I say. Mahimabbihi, Mahimagne,
Mahimne.
Mahimne, Mahibhyam, Mahibhyaga.
Here again, Mahimabhyam, Mahimabhyaha.
Mahimabhyam, Mahimabhyaga.
We hear the Makara, only the Nakara gets deleted. In Mahiman, so Mahi, Ma, and Akara is also there. Only the Nakara gets deleted. Mahima, and then Bhyam, Bhihi, Bhyaha, everything.
Okay. So, Mahinyaga, Panchami is?
Panchami, Ekavachana is Mahimnaha.
Mahimnaga, Mahibhyam, Mahibhyaga.
Mahimabhyam, Mahimabhyaha.
Oh, again, okay. Mahimabhyam, Mahimabhyaga.
Yes.
First is Mahinyaga.
Mahimnaha. So here,
Mahimnaha.
because there is Jakara, with the Nakara, there is Sandhi and it has become Nya. But with Makara and Nakara, you can just pronounce them as they are. So Mahimnaha.
Mahimnaga, Mahimnoho, Mahimnam.
Correct.
Mahimni, Mahimnoho, Mahishu.
Mahimasu. So when there is Akara, we get Mahimasu.
Mahimasu. So, okay.
Yes. So here also we get two forms. Mahimni, Mahimani. Both forms we get. With the deletion of the Akara, without deleting the Akara. Both forms we get in Saptami Ekavachana alone.
Mahimni, what is
Mahimani.
Mahimani. Okay.
When Akara is deleted, Mahimni. When it is not, Mahimani.
So this is not the exception. Sorry, again.
This is not an exception because before the an, there is no Sanyukta Akshara. Before the an, there is Makara, which is a single word. It is not a conjunct consonant.
Oh, E is coming. Okay.
E is there, but Ma is there. The Makara, Akara, and then Nakara. So before the an, what comes? Makara. Just the m. It is not a Sanyuktakshara, so it is like Rajan Shabda.
Okay, thank you.
Uttam. Dhanyavadaha. So here again the Rajan Shabda is given, showing the deleting of the Akara. So Raja, Rajanu, Rajanaha, He Rajan, He Rajanu, He Rajanaha, Rajanam, Rajanam, Rajnyaha, Rajanaha, so Rajnyaha, Rajnya, Rajabhyam, Rajabhihi, Rajnye, Rajabhyam, Rajabhyaha, Rajnyah, Rajabhyam, Rajabhyaha, Rajnyah, Rajnyoho, Rajnyam, Ragi, Rajnyoho, Ragi, Rajani, Rajnyoho, Rajasu. The next is the variety where there is a Sanyuktakshara which has Makara or Vakara as the second letter of the conjunct consonant or the last letter of the conjunct consonant. So Atma, Atman Shabda is one such type. So here the difference is that the Akara does not get deleted anywhere. If it is a Sanyuktakshara with Makara or Vakara, there is no deletion of the Akara. You hear it fully. Atmanaha, Atmana, Atmane, Atmanaha, Atmanaha, Atmani, Atmanoho, Atmanam. Okay. If somebody wants to try this Shabda, you can raise your hand. Annapurna Bhagini.
Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Nakarantha pullingaha Atman Shabdaha. Atma, Atmanau, Atmanaha. He Atman, He Atmanau, He Atmanaha. Atmanam, Atmanau, Atmanaha. Atmana, Atmabhyam, Atmabhihi. Atmane, Atmabhyam, Atmabhyaha. Atmanaha, Atmabhyam, Atmabhyaha. Atmanaha, Atmanoho, Atmanam, Atmani, Atmanoho, Atmasu.
Samyam. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
So there are other Shabdas. Just for practice, we will do all of them. Yakshman. Somebody wants to try Yakshman? Vatsala Jammunathan Bhagini.
Namaste Baini.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Ram Ram. Yeah. Nakarantha pullingaha Atmana Shabdaha.
No, Brahman. You can try Brahman.
Huh?
Brahman Shabda. So the Evam Shabdas are there. These are similar to the Atman Shabda. So similar to Atman, you can try this Brahman.
Brahman, Brahmatmanau, Brahmatmanaha. He Brahmatman, He Brahmatmanau, He Brahmatmanaha.
There is no Atma, just Brahman. So it will be Brahma, Brahmanau, Brahmanaha.
Brahmanaha.
So here, because of the Natva rule, it will become Na instead of Na. The Nakara changes to Nakara.
Okay. So Brahmanam, 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 Brahmanau,
Brahma, Brahmanau, Brahmanaha.
Brahmanaha. Brahmatmana, Brahmatvabhyam, Brahmadbihi.
No, there is no Atma, just Brahman.
Where?
Now,
Can you
just
show
like
that table for me to read better?
that table is not there. I'm just asking you to do it in the same way as Atman Shabda has been done.
Okay. So Brahmatma, Brahmatmana.
Okay, I will say it and then you can repeat it. Okay. Brahma, Brahmanau, Brahmanaha.
Brahma, Brahmanau, Brahmanaha.
He Brahman, He Brahmanau, He Brahmanaha.
He Brahman, He Brahmanau, He Brahmanaha.
Brahmanam, Brahmanau, Brahmanaha.
Brahmanam, Brahmano, Brahmanaha.
Brahmana,
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 Brahmanabhyam, Brahmanabhihi.
Brahmabhyam. No, there is no na
Brahmabhyam,
there.
Oh.
Brahmabhyam, Brahmabhihi.
Brahmabhyam, Brahmabhihi.
Brahmane, Brahmabhyam, Brahmabhyah.
Brahmane, Brahmabhyam, Brahmabhyah.
Brahmanah, Brahmabhyam, Brahmabhyah.
Brahmanaha, Brahmabhyam, Brahmabhyah.
Brahmanah, Brahmano, Brahmanam.
Brahmanaha, Brahmanoho, Brahmananam, Brahmanam.
Brahmani, Brahmanoho, Brahmasu.
Brahmani, it won't know. Brahmani, Brahmanoho, Brahmasu.
Yes, Uttam. Dhanyavadaha.
How do we get to write this, madam, when we have to write it on our own? When
You just have to follow the same pattern as this. So, to the Brahman Shabda, you know all the pratyayas. In the first 5 places, you just have to follow the same pattern. Brahma, Brahmano, Brahmanaha.
Okay, so
it becomes a dirgha, and then you add the au, aha, and the other pratyayas that we know. So just addition of the pratyayas will give these forms. And wherever it is necessary, we do the natva.
Thank you.
Dhanyavada. Okay. Next is Yakshman. Yakshman means tuberculosis. So it's a kind of disease. But since it has a Makara Sanyoga, actually there are 3 letters in this. Kakara, Sakara, and then Makara. Because Ksha itself is a Sanyuktakshara. After that, there is Makara. So Makara is the last letter in the combination, which precedes and the an. So that is why we have to do the, we categorize it under the second type where there is no deletion of the akara. Uma Chandrasekharan.
Namaste Bhagini.
Rama.
Nakarantah Pullingah Yakshman Shabdah. Yakshma, Yakshmanau, Yakshmanah. He Yakshman, He Yakshmanau, He Yakshmanah. Yakshmanam, Yakshmanau, Yakshmanah. Yakshmana, Yakshmabhyam, Yakshmabhihi. Yakshmane, Yakshmabhyam, Yakshmabhyah. Yakshmanah, Yakshmabhyam, Yakshmabhyah. Yakshmanah, Yakshmanoho, Yakshmanam. Yakshmani, Yakshmanoho, Yakshmasu.
Correct. So because of the shakara, the natva has happened. Yes.
Eka sandeha asti.
Yes, please ask.
Raja Shabdasya.
Rajan. Yes, please.
Bhagini, this Mahimna, we told Raja Shabdam as it is like for Mahim Shabdaha. For that, Dirgaha Bhavati va, Mahimna, Mahine, or Hraswa Bhavati va.
Where? Which vibhakti?
Mahimna, Mahibhyam, Mahibhyah.
Mahiman Shabda. So it is Mahima, Mahimanau, Mahimanaha.
Dirgha. Ha will be Dirgam Bhagini.
Why ha will become Dirgha? Only the last letter.
Mahimna will become Mahimna or Mahimna?
Mahimna. Mahimnaha. Mahiman Shabda. The ikara is not Dirgha.
Okay, only for Mahimasu only will be a Dirgam, isn't it? Saptami.
There is no Dirgha at all anywhere. Mahimasu only. There is no Dirgha anywhere.
Yakshman Shabdam I have told correct, Bhagini?
Yes, perfect. It is perfect. So just like Atman Shabda.
Dhanyavada.
Next is Yajvan. Yajvan is one who performs a sacrifice. Ambi Ayer Mahodaya.
Ram.
Namaste.
Yajvan. Yajvana Yajano.
No, first the Nakara is not there. Just like Rajan, we have Raja. We have in Yajvan, we have Yajva. Or in Atman, we have Atma, isn't it? So in Yajvan, it will be Yajva, Yajvano, Yajvanaha.
Yajva, Yajvano, Yajvanaha. He Yajvan.
Yes.
Yajvan.
Yajvano, Yajvanaha. That won't change.
Yajvanaha.
Yes, yes.
Yajvanam, Yajvanau, Yajvanaha.
Yajvanaha.
Yajvanaha, sorry. Yajvanaha. Yajvanam, Yajvanau, Yajvanaha.
Yes.
Yajvana, Yajvabhyam, Yajvabhihi.
Correct.
Yajjane, Yajvabhyam, Yajvabhyaha.
Yes.
Yajvanaha, Yajvabhyam, Yajvabhyaha.
Yes.
Yajvanaha, Yajvanoho, Yajvanam.
Yes.
Yajvani, Yajvanoho, Jasjasu.
Yes.
Thank you.
Uttam. Dhanyavad. Similarly, we have Supervan and Advan. So there are some questions. We will look at them before going to the Innanta Shabdas. Isn't the Dvitiya plural Brahmanaha? Yes. Dvitiya plural is Brahmanaha. I'm not sure if I said it wrong, but it is Brahmana. Just like Atmanaha, it is Brahmanaha. Oh, for Kripaya and Kripanaha, is the dhatu the same? That I am not sure. I need to check that. I will check that and let you know. Kripa, it may be from the same dhatu. I am not sure about that. Next is in Gita, Uddhare Atmana Atmanam. Yes, Atmana is Tritiya, Atmanam is Tritiya. Na Atmanam Avasadhayet. Atmanam again is Tritiya. Please explain the meaning of the rest of the Shabdas. Yes, so Supervan is Shobhanam Parva Yasyasaha. So a day in which a good season is called Supervan. Advan means a way, a path. These are all Vakara, Makara, Sanyoga before the An. So they get the, we don't have the deletion of the Akara in Tritiya onwards. Where there is a Ajadi Pratyaya, we don't delete the Akara. If the others please switch off their videos, it will be better. It is distracting. Yes, so it is a request to please switch off your videos. Now we will go to the next Shabda. Yakshma is again similar. We did this. Next is the Innanta Shabda. So Gunin, it is also a Nakarantha Shabda, but before the Nakara there is E. So here the form is Guni. Here just like in Rajan, the first Prathama Ekavachanam, Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam alone gets a Dirgha. Raja, the Rajan has become Raja. Similarly, Gunin has become Guni. But in the Dvivachana, instead of Gunini, Guni now, we have Guninau. So the Dirgha is absent from the Dvivachana onwards. Prathama Dvivachana onwards, there is no Dirgha of the letter before the Nakara. So there we had Rajanau, Rajanaha. Here it will be Guninau, Guninaha. He Gunin, He guninau, he guninaha. Guninam, guninau, guninaha. Here also there is no deleting the ikara. The ikara will always come. There are no variations in this. So guninau, guninau, guninam, guninau, guninaha. So the prathama bahuvachanam and dvitiya bahuvachanam will be the same. Whereas in the normal anantas, it is not like that. Gunina, gunibhyam, gunibihi. Here also, before bhyam, bihi, bhyaha, and su, the nakara alone gets deleted. So it will be gunibhyam, gunibihi, gunibhyam, gunibhyaha, and gunishu. Panchami is guninaha, gunibhyam, gunibhyaha. Shashti is guninaha, guninoho, guninam. And Saptami is gunini, guninoho, gunishu. This is fairly simple. So evam we have Gadin, Shargin, Chakrin, Nandakin, Balin, Dhanvin. So Balam asya asti iti Balin. One who has strength is Balin. One who has dhana, it is Dhanvin. Mantrin is one who has mantra. So somebody can try this. Shankarapuram Shri Priya Bhagini.
Namaste.
Ram Ram, Namaste.
Nakarantha Pullingah Gunin Shabdah Guni Guninau Guninaha
Guni, Guninau.
Guni Guninau Guninaha He Gunin He Guninau He Guninaha Gunin Guninau Guninaha
Guninam, Guninam. Dvitiya ekavachanam is Guninam.
Guninam.
Yes. Guninam. We add pratyaya, isn't it? So Guninam. Yes.
Guninam, Guninau, Guninaha, Gunina, Gunibhyam, Gunibihi, Gunini, Gunibhyam, Gunibhyaha, Guninaha, Gunibhyam, Gunibhyaha, Guninaha, Guninohu, Gunina, Guninam, Gunini, Guninoho, Gunisu.
Yes. So if you notice the in Ragyam or Atmanam or Guninam, generally in the Ajanta Shabdas, we have the extension Dirgha for the Shashti Bahuvachanam alone, like Harinam, Ramanam and all that. But here it will be a Hrasva only. Guninam, Atmanam, Brahmanam, etc. So that is a thing to be noticed. Uttamam Bhagini, Dhanyavada. So next, another Innanta Shabda we will try. Urmila Mahendra Babu Bhagini.
Good evening, madam.
Ram.
Ram.
Good evening. Yes.
Which one do you want me to try?
We'll go in order. Gadin. Or sorry, Vanamalin.
Vanamalin. Okay. Nakarantaha Pullingaha Vanamalin Shabdaha Vanamali Valamanin Valamanau Valamaninau Valamaninaha He Valamal Vanamalin He Valamalnau He Valamaninaha Valamaninam Valamaninau Valamaninaha Valama
Vanamale.
Vanamala
Vanamalina.
Vanamalina Vanamalibhyam Vanamalibhi Vanamale Vanamaline Valamanibhyam Valamanibhya
Vanamalibhyam
Vanamalibhya Vanamalinaha Vanamalibhyam Vanamalibhya
yes.
Vanamalinaha Vanamalinoho Vanamalinam. Doesn't this become Dirgha here? Normally
no.
Oh, okay.
No,
This
that's
one-
what I said.
this one-
Yes.
Oh,
So if it's an Ikaranta or Ukaranta or any Ajanta, we get a Dirgha. Usually we have seen, including a Rikaranta, Pitranam and all that. So here
yeah.
we don't get it because it is a Nakaranta Shabda.
Okay.
Vanamalinam, Uninam, everything is
Vanamali.
E.
Yeah. Vanamalinam, Vanamalini, Vanamalinoho, Vanamalishu.
Samyak. Uttam. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad.
Quite a tongue twister this was. Kanupriya Bhagini.
Which word?
Ram. Gadin.
Ram.
Yes.
Which word? Sorry.
Gadin Shabd. Yeah.
Nakarantah Pulingah Gadin Shabdah. Gadi, Gadinah, Gadinah. Hey Gadin, Hey Gadinah, Hey Gadinah. Gadinam, Gadinah, Gadinah, Gadina, Gadnibhyam.
Gadibhyam. The Nakara gets deleted, so Gadibhyam. Yes.
Gadibhiha.
Gadibhihi.
Gadibhihi. Gadine. Gadibhyam.
Yes.
Gadibhyaha. Gadinaha. Gadibhyam. Gadibhyaha. Gadinaha. Gadinoho. Gadinam.
Correct.
Gadini. Gadinoha. Gadishu.
Samyak. Uttam. Dhanyavad.
Bhagini.
Yes.
So normally, so for example, when we do other Shabd Roops, when it is not Nakaranta, let's say normal, so Dadi is,
Yes.
sorry, this thing.
Dadi gets Dadnam. Yes. There also the.
But I mean the Guninam, so this thing becomes Dirgha Kara.
In Prathama Ekavachanam, there is Dirgha. Nowhere else you get a Dirgha Ekara.
Shashti Bhavajanam asking.
Shashti does not get a Dirgha. The Ikara does not get a Dirgha.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll check. Like for example, Hari and all. So when we
that
do
is an
Hari,
Ikaranta Shabda. You get Harinam. Yes.
So in
but
there,
here in Nakaranta, that doesn't happen. Yes.
So I'm just comparing and contrasting that when normal things, right? Thank you.
Ajanta. Yes, they do get a Dirgha. Uttam. Dhanyavada. Padma Bhagini.
Ram Bhagini.
Ram. Sharngin.
Okay, Sharngin. Further, I have a small doubt.
Yes.
You said in Brahman, no, that it becomes
Brahmana.
Brahmana, no, that Nakaranta will now become Na.
Yes.
Is there some reason, no? I just couldn't hear that.
There is a repa, isn't it, in Brahman? In Atman, there is no repa. So that is why it is Atma, now. The Nakara remains.
Okay, Brahmana. Okay.
Yeah. So because of the repa, and it is followed by Makara, and which is a Pavarga letter. Again, it is another vowel is there. So vowels don't interfere with the Natva. So it does get a Natva. Brahmana. It becomes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nakarantah, Pullingah, Sharngin Shabdah, Sharngi, Sharnginau, Sharnginah, He Sharngin, He Sharnginau, He Sharnginah.
Here also, it gets the Natva.
Natvam, no? Okay.
Because Repha is there, followed by Nakara and Gakara, both of which are Kavarga letters. So it will get a Natva. Yes.
Okay. Sharnginam, Sharnginau, Sharnginah.
Yes.
Sharngina, Sharngibhyam, is it?
Correct. Sharngibhyam.
Sharngibihi, Sharngine, Sharngibhyam, Sharngibhyah, Sharnginah, Sharngibhyam, Sharngibhyah, Sharnginah, Sharnginoho, Sharnginam, Sharngini, Sharnginoho, Sharngishu.
Samyam. Uttam. Dhanyavada. Next is Chakrin. Chakrin. And Marie Bhagini.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Nakarantaha Pulling, is it Pullinga or
Pulling?
Pullingaha Chakrin Shabdaha Chakri Chakrinau Chakrinaha He Chakrin He Chakrinau He Chakrinaha is also Natva.
Yes, because Repha is followed by just Ikara, which is a vowel. Yes.
Chakrinam Chakrinau Chakrinaha Chakrina Chakrinabhyam.
So here, followed by the haladi pratyaya, bhyam, bihi, bhyaha, and su, it will delete, there will be a deletion of nakara alone. So, chakribhyam, chakribihi, yes.
Chakribhyam, chakribhihi, chakrine, chakribhyam, chakribhyaha, chakrinaha, chakribhyam, chakribhyaha.
Yes.
Chakrinaha, chakrinoho, chakrinam.
Yes.
Chakrini, chakrinoho, chakrishu.
Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
Okay, we will stop here. And anyway, we have the win ending shabdas as well. And they are also very similar. There is no change. So we will go ahead with the innanta shabdas where there is win, like tapasvin. Tapasvi, tapasvinau, just like guni, guninau, guninaha. Tapasvi, tapasvinau, tapasvinaha. He tapasvin, he tapasvinau, he tapasvinaha. Tapasvinam, tapasvinau, tapasvinaha. Tapasvina, tapasvibhyam, tapasvibhihi. Tapasvine, tapasvibhyam, tapasvibhyaha. Tapasvinaha, tapasvibhyam, tapasvibhyaha. Tapasvinaha, tapasvinoho, tapasvinam. Tapasvini, tapasvinoho, tapasvishu. So we have Yashasvin and Medhavin. Priyadarshini Bhagini.
Namaste, Begin.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Yashaswin Sabdava, you want me to try the Yashaswin?
Yes. Yes.
Nakarantaka Pullingaka Yashaswin Shabdaka Yashasvi Yashasvinau Yashasvinaka Iti Prathama He Yashaswin He Yashasvinau He Yashasvinaka Iti Sambodhana Yashasvinam Yashasvinau Yashasvinaka Iti Dvitiya Yashasvina Yashasvibhyam Yashasvibihi Iti Tritiya Yashasvine Yashasvibhyam Yashasvibhyaha iti chaturthi Yashasvinaha Yashasvibhyam Yashasvibhyaha iti panjami Yashasvinaha Yashasvinoho Yashasvinam iti sashti Yashasvini Yashasvinoho Yashasvishu iti saptami.
Uttamam Bhagini. Dhanyavada. Amita Bhargava Bhagini. Yeah. We can't hear you. Amita Bhargava Bhagini. Okay, I'll try unmuting you again. Can you try now? Okay. Sri Ranjani Mohan Ram Bhagini.
Namaste, Bhagini.
Namaste.
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram.
Yashasvi. Which one?
Medhavin. Medhavin Nakarantha Pullinga Shabda.
Nakarantah Pullingah Medavin Shabdah. Medavi, Medavinau, Medavinah. He Medavin, He Medavinau, He Medavinah. Medavinam, Medavinau, Medavinah. Medavina, Medavibhyam, Medavibhi.
Correct.
Medavine. Is it wrong?
Correct.
Okay.
Medhavine.
Medavine, Medavibhyam, Medavibhyah.
Yes.
Medavinah, Medavibhyam, Medavibhyah. Medavinah, Medavinoh, Medavinam.
Yes.
Medavi, Medavinoh, Medavisu.
Medhavini.
Medavini,
Medhavinoh.
Medavinoh, Medavisu.
Medhavishu. Yes. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Is it Shu? Medavishu?
Yes.
No.
So if there is an E before this, only if it is an akara or akara, you get su. Or if it's a kakara also, it will be su. But I'm sorry, if it's a kakara, it is shu only. Go. Yes. Other letters, you will get su. It will remain as su. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Thank you.
So the innantas are not very difficult. They are of the same type. Now we have some translation exercises based on the Nakarantha Shabdas. So somebody want to try? Amita Bhargava Bhagini, can you try now? Oh, I can hear you. It's very feeble, Bhagini. Volume is very low. Can you speak a little louder, or I think you need to change your mic?
Dasharathaha Ramam Rajanam Kartum Echat.
Bhagini, it's still very feeble.
Wanted
to
Rama.
Sorry, Bhagini, I don't think it's very feeble. I don't think others will be able to hear you. Prima Lal Bhagini, would you like to try?
Yeah, sure. Ram Ram. Dasharatah Ramam Rajanam Kartum Aichat. Dasharatah wanted to make Rama the king.
Yes. Rajanam is which vibhakti?
Dvitiya vibhakti.
Dvitiya. Dasharatha wanted to make Rama the king. Yes.
Anyone?
No, you can try the entire thing. Sarvam.
Oh, Sarvam Vastu Atmanaha Kamaya Srishtam.
Yes. Sarvam is
all.
Yes.
Vastu is like objects.
Yes.
Atmanaha is self over here.
Yes.
Kamaya is for is desire.
Yes.
Kamaya Srishtam.
Srishtam is created. Srijati is to
Okay.
create. Srishtam is the kta pratyaya form. So
Right.
Atmanaha is in which vibhakti?
Atmanaha kama, is that Shashti?
Yes, it is Shashti because for the desire of the self, everything has been created. So all things are created for one's own desire. Yeah. So Atmanaha kamaya. So of the desire. So Atmanaha kamaya. So that's why it is in Shashti. Uttamam. Next sentence is Uddhare Atmana Atmanam.
That is Vidhiling, right?
Uddhare, yes.
Atmana is Tritya.
Yes.
Atmanam is Dvitiya.
Yes. Actually, that should have also been colored. Yes. Both are Nakarantha, Atman Shabda. One is Tritiya, one is Dvitiya, both are Ekavachana. What is the meaning?
By the self, the Atmanam, maybe it's soul over here. The soul is...
One should uplift oneself. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Udharati is to uplift.
Uplift. Udhari. So here it's some, what is that? Vidhyarthe.
Yes.
Vidhiling. Okay.
Vidhiling, correct.
Then
Mahatmana, you can try this.
Mahatmana Gandhina ahimsaya swarajyam sampaditam. Mahatmana is Tritiya. So by Mahatmana Gandhina, by the great soul Gandhi, ahimsaya, with non-violence, swarajyam sampaditam. With Swarajyam is independence. Sampaditam is obtained.
Obtained, yes. Independence was earned by non-violence by Mahatma Gandhi. So Mahatman Shabda. That is why it is Mahatmana.
Mahatmana.
Yes.
Arvanaha Arvataha Padeshu Ekaika Shapaha Vartate.
So here, I'll just interrupt you for a minute. Arvanaha is given in the textbook. It should be Arvataha because Arvan, it looks like a normal Annanta Nakarantha Shabda. Where there is, before the An, there is a Vakara Sanyoga. So Repa and Vakara are there in Sanyoga before the An. So you would normally think it is like Supervan or something like that. But this is a unique Shabda where only the Prathama Ekavachana form gets a form like Atma. So Arva. The rest of the forms is like Dhimat Shabda. So Arva, Arvantau, Arvantaha, Arvantam, Arvantau, Arvataha. Arvataha is here the Shashti Ekavachana form. So it should be Arvataha. Arvanaha is a wrong form. So you have to, make a note of this in your textbook.
So it's a Nakarantha Shabda, is it?
Only it is a Nakarantha Shabda, but only in Prathama Ekavachana it gets a form like Atma. So Arva. Whereas in Dhimat Shabda, what do we do in Prathama Ekavachana? It is Dhiman, Dhimantau, Dhimantaha, isn't it? So, but here the first form is, that is the Prathama Ekavachana form is Arva. The rest of the forms is like Dhima. So Arvantau, Arvantaha. And so. So Arvadbhyam, Arvadbihi, Arvatsu.
And what is the meaning of it?
Arvan is a horse.
A horse, okay. So horse is Padeshu, the Saptami, on or in all four feet.
All its feet, yes. All its feet.
Ekaikaha, single, Shafaha Vartate. I'm not sure what Shafaha means.
So the hoof, it has that cover, isn't it? So in each horseshoe. Horseshoe. There is a
Okay. Hoof. Okay. Shafaha vartate. On
vartate.
each foot of the horse, there is a hoof.
Hoof. Yes. Uttamam Bhagini. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavad.
So we will stop here. There are some questions. I will take them and then we will continue. When we say sarvam vastu, shouldn't it be in the plural? So here it is taken in totality. So like sarvaha lokaha, we say the whole world. So even though it is composed of so many things, it is taken in all together. So that is why it is in singular. Atmana, Atmanaha is sixth case. Okay. Isn't Pakshin also like this? Yes. Pakshi, Pakshinau, Pakshinaha. Yes. One who has Balam is Balavan. Correct. Bali. Balavan is also there. Bali is also there. So, Balam asya asti iti Balavat shabdaha api asti. Balin shabdaha api asti. Advan is a path. It is a way. From which page? This is lesson number 5. The Nakarantha Shabdas. How do the Nakarantha Napumsakalinga words go? So, Guni, Gunini, Gunini. Well, only the Prathama and Dvitiya will be different. Rest of the things will be like Pullinga. Yeah, so those were the questions. Since it's Wednesday, we will also take a homework. And we will recite the Shanti Mantra. So the homework will be to go through the pratyayas of the Atmanepada dhatus. The next lesson is on Atmanepada dhatus. So there are different pratyayas for different lakaras that have been given. So just go through them. We will be doing it in class just to get some familiarity with it. It will be useful to go through the pratyayas. Recite the Shanti Mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavadaha. Shubhratrihi.